Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking that money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. Super wild card weekend. I don't know if those games were that super, maybe because I was on the wrong side of both of them, but
I'm hearing some people say that the college playoff is actually better than the NFL playoff.
How did they let this Steelers team in? I did. You're following me on X. I did. Somehow one of the offshores, Ryan, my bookie promo code SGPN had when they were down 21-0 at halftime, they had Steelers 80-1. Money line.
Probably a good price.
Yeah, I still didn't feel. I mean, they cut it to 2 touchdowns. There was if they could ever figure out how to get a turnover, whatever. 80-1. I felt really good about that.
We'll have to go in deep.
So just bragging about some sweet CLV on a live bet that didn't have a shot.
We'll have to go in deep on the pod, but the Steelers Tomlin situation.
Yeah, we'll do a full.
I feel like I like we. Been dating for a while, and we went to that wedding where Tomlin got a little too drunk. Might be the final straw that breaks the camel's back.
Shout out to Terrell. I'm sure Terrell was he's a big Lamar guy. He's been pounding the drum for Lamar MVP, and got to feel pretty good as the odds switched, making Lamar the favorite. So hopefully you hopped in when Terrell was giving his price out. Even late in the season when you guys were talking about it, he was 6-1. I feel like so.
Terrell was the person that convinced me that it was a much closer conversation. And what's crazy is how did so many books get it wrong? A couple guys post their votes, and now
and he got all pro.
No, I understand that, and there's generally some correlation there, but. Certainly, usually you'd expect these books to be on top of that kind of thing.
I mean, to me, the biggest surprise of the first game was Herbert, just a complete. Now, Will Dissly didn't help him out with a couple of those drops. When Will Dissly dropped that pass at the 10, where if everything was going to break right for me yesterday, he catches that, he makes one move, he gets in the end zone, he cashes the first touchdown, and we're feeling alive. But 4 interceptions for Herbert in the playoffs, 3 in the regular season. Ryan, that has to be an NFL record where someone's exceeded their interception total in the playoffs compared to the regular season.
We've thought he might be a fraud.
Yeah, and I should have stuck to my guns. I fell for the Harbaugh tough guy hype. It was the pick I felt not great about, but also too were you impressed by the Texans? I guess their defense played well.
It was exactly the game I told you it was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't know how it was going to get there, and I wouldn't have told you it was going to be Herbert 4 interceptions, but I did ask, are the Demons going to come back?
Yeah.
And the Demons
came
back.
When everyone's saying, oh, Chargers are going to Charger, to me that's more they have a big lead and they fall apart, they blow it. This was just shit the bed. The Ladd stuff was good. The George Pickens stuff, those props were good. So, interesting.
Missed Morin by a couple receiving yards. Oh. That was annoying.
We got a Lube game. You want to know, is God's Eye okay? Soundboard okay?
Yes, sir.
Soundboard alive and well.
You hear the
God's
stories
Eye, yes,
about a neighbor that goes back and rescues some pets or animals. I did go back for the in the scramble to get some gear so we could be podcasting. I did go back to get the soundboard.
Yes. Text it on the drive out to Vegas. I'm like, shit, realized I forgot the soundboard. Kramer had it ready to go. So again, 3 games to get to. We'll save most of the more in-depth recap stuff for the post-game Monday night props show, but hit us up with what you guys, any questions, plays, let's break it down. We also got some guests queued up in the background as well. We got our first touchdown plays, Ryan. I'll rattle off mine. Nothing official yet for the Sunday night, but we'll give out some nice ones here for the early games. For Buffalo Broncos, give me Marvin Mims 20-1.
I like that one.
Dawson Knox 28-1. Marvin Mims, and I don't know if we'll have Easy on here in a little bit, but Marvin Mims back-to-back games with 2 touchdowns. So is it crazy he gets the first touchdown? I don't think so. Dawson Knox, shout out to people in our DMs. I feel like the tweet's been making its round as well. The nugget that last 4 playoff games, Dawson Knox, first touchdown, got to ride the hot hand. And then Nate Adkins Hey, Atkins, Ryan, has had 3 receiving touchdowns for the Broncos. He's 87-1. That doesn't make sense.
What did Nicolas Cage call the Mustang in Gone in 60 Seconds? Was it Eleanor?
Eleanor.
He's your Eleanor. Eleanor.
Well,
Atkins.
Darnell Washington as well. And Darnell Washington did get a couple catches. Didn't get in the end zone. And then for the late game, I'm just keeping it chalky. Hurts and A.J. Brown, both under 10-1, 6-1, 850 for A.J. Brown. But find the best players you can. And then Atkins, Mims, and Knox all parlayed with Hurts in the late game. So should be a fun little sprinkle there. And shout out to you, the chat. Guys, let's give the people what they want. Lightning Penguins game isn't going over 6.5, is it? Also, fuck Archer. This is
who is this a hockey gambling podcast plant?
Yeah, one of the goons over at the hockey gambling
Sliding
podcast. In. Let it slide.
I respect the grind.
Yeah, so smash that.
And we did. Shout out to
Lightning's Penguins under 6.5. Parlay it with some Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
Before we do get the guest, but Terrell, shout out to him. We met a listener who was turned on to the network originally by the WNBA gambling podcast.
Oh, yes.
All right, my first touchdowns, early game. Give me Reggie Gilliam. I couldn't decide between Quentin Morris, Reggie Gilliam to go with
they are the deep shots.
So I went Reggie Gilliam 100-1, Dawson Knox 30-1. Dawson Knox running around with a sleeveless shirt right now, as you mentioned, 4 straight years, first touchdown for the Bills in the postseason. We're also going Bo Nix at 21-1. You just got to, I don't know, that just felt like an autoplay. And Sean, Little Jordan Humphrey's been out there a lot.
Little Jordan Humphrey.
100-1s are out there. For Lil Jordan Humphrey to score the first touchdown. For the middle game, Eagles-Packers, I did a Sean. Eagles defense 25-1, Hurts 7-1. Only 2 plays, half unit each. Which, by the way, the Hurts price is going the wrong way right now. Barkley being on the team is excellent. You can find some. I have negative CLV. I saw 750 out there as I was getting ready for the show. In Washington, Tampa, Sean. Bucks defense, Jaden Daniels at 12-1, Bucks defense 30-1, Baker Mayfield 26-1, and McMillan 11-1. Had to play McMillan. It's going to be a McMillan day.
Yeah, I might be sprinkling some McMillan 2 touchdowns. I'll fire off my Sunday nights. I got to stay locked in on the early games.
Oh wow! So yesterday you were making fun of me.
Well, that was a 3-game slate. Right?
Oh wow!
This is a a 3-game slate. You were doing that on a 2-game slate.
Make sure you follow me.
Completely different situation. Yes. Ryan always likes
to subscribe.
Ryan always likes to compete with his own social media. Ryan, let's bring on a guest.
We have a shitload of guests.
Yeah, let's hop on.
You're the maestro.
Okay.
Some people are on camera, some aren't.
Joining us on the line, you know him, you love him. Detroit Lions super fan, Easy. What's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Love the mic. What kind of mic is that?
I have no idea. Fine.
Look at that color change.
I've commented to Easy before about how he makes us seem much older.
Yes.
We don't have any full streaming colors behind us or in front of us.
Well, and there was I forget what it was. There was some sort of we were talking about Red Zone, and Easy was like. And Kramer and I were going, back in 2005, Siciliano's a Red Zone. And Easy was like, I was in, I was like 4 or something. Yeah. So Easy made us feel a little old there. Easy, you are I feel like you're leaning into the defensive interception market, the sack market. I feel like you've been giving out some Jalen Carter sack props, but what do you like
classic
here?
2 touchdown market.
Oh, yes, and 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns parlayed with other stuff. What do you like today, Easy?
Yeah, so everything y'all just listed is what I have today.
Let's go.
I'll start on the defensive side of the ball. I got 2 sack plays for today. Nick Benito plus 108. I also have Nick Benito 2+ sacks at plus 950. And then the other one I have is Jalen Carter to get a sack at plus 136. Those are the 2 guys that I really like today. The interceptions I have 3 today. I got 1 in each game. Not include one of them is Xavier McKinney plus 500, but I won't give that one out.
Get that out of here, Easy.
So that's one that I have that I'm not officially giving out for Sean's sake. Okay. The 3 that I have though is Christian Benford plus 700. I think he's got a really great shot at getting one against Bo Nix, even though I think Bo Nix is going to be able to throw all over this Bills defense. There's a very good chance, rookie early in the game, he gets nervous or just makes a dumb decision. Christian Benford's one of the guys on the Bills team that can get one. I think anyone on the defense probably has a good shot at one, but Benford's just the guy I really like. CJ Gardner-Johnson in the Eagles game, plus 650.
Yes,
I think I just think he's clearly got the best shot at it. Typically when Jordan Love throws interceptions, it's overthrows, it's not underthrows. So that leads me to think that CJ is probably going to be in the best spot to get it. And then the last one is Mike Sanders plus 600. Kind of the opposite of Jordan Love. When Baker throws them, typically they're underthrows or undercuts. So I think Sanders at the nickel has the best chance of grabbing one there.
Yeah, for as far as the Eagles, I think you nailed it with CJ. He does end up getting a bunch of the interception. It's either going to be CJ or Reed Blankenship. I think you're onto something with it not being the cornerbacks. Quinyon Mitchell has had an awesome season, still hasn't gotten his first interception. And to your point, like it does feel like if Love is missing, he's missing over. And so, yeah, I think great angles there.
We do have to do some, if Jordan Love has a bad game, we might have to do some reenactment of Jordan Love throwing passes.
Oh, where he's like backs up and he's kind of, he does. It's so funny because I like watching him. I'm like, I've seen that before. Where have I seen that before? And then you watch Rodgers now, and Rodgers does that too, where he like waits till the last second and then like he's almost leaning back to like buy more time against the defense.
It's a compliment. It means you have elite arm talent to be able to
get away with that. But now, Aaron Rodgers kind of Father Time is robbing that from him. But Jordan Love doing this now, I don't know, man. When it works, okay, but I don't see it working for a full game against this Eagles defense. Easy. What do you like? Do you have any 2 touchdown stuff you like today?
Yeah, I got a 2 touchdown parlay I really like, and it's actually kind of just a bunch of guys y'all have already listed off, so that makes me feel good about it.
Let's go.
Marvin Mims, which I'm big on Marvin Mims today. I've made a ton of money on him the last 2 weeks, so I'm also running his ladder his yards up to 100, 2 touchdowns, the whole thing. But yeah, Marvin Mims, Jalen Hurts, Jalen McMillan. Those 3 guys pay 2,939 to 1.
How did I not do a Jalen 2 touchdown parlay at Circa?
I don't think they have the 2 touchdown.
You're right. That's what it was. But I do. Yeah. I have this. Yeah. Choose your own adventure.
This is really
first touchdowns.
This is torture because I got my app is on the phone there that we're using to stream the show. And I want to put in Easy's parlay. We're gonna have to make sure we end the show at like 9:45, so I have time to tail this. We'll see what I can get in at some other sites while we're talking. But good job as always, Easy, bringing the heat. A bunch of good stuff. Make sure you hit up Easy in Discord. I feel like you're in Discord a bunch. Just did a fun little giveaway for the listeners, and check him out there. And what's your X handle as well, if people don't know?
Yeah, X handle is Be Easy Bets with 2 Y's.
Be Easy.
But Easy
Bets
would tell you go into Discord. That's where you find him.
It's a good spot.
He's the star over there.
Yeah, and if you're one of those bots that are actual humans, Easy's gonna body check you. So Easy, appreciate it, and sure we'll be hearing more from you. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Cheers.
Let it rock.
Oh,
sorry, cut off there.
Cut him off hard.
Well,
you kicked him out the door. My God.
Sometimes the StreamYard, it feels like it takes like a couple seconds for them to exit out, and then sometimes it's abrupt.
Well, the Discord's a little the Discord's slower, but we have a long line of guests, Sean. We should continue with
we
have. I can tell you that Supboy did request an early window.
Oh, okay.
He said please.
Does he? Oh, okay. I didn't see him. I didn't scroll all the way down there. All right, now I do see him here joining us on the line. He's repping the Cam Scatavoo profile icon.
Nice.
Great to hear from you, Supboy. What do you got cooking up in the streets? Great to hear from you.
Hey guys, not much. Unfortunately, as he lost to Texas, but good game. We'll talk about the Disneyfication of college football another time. But right now, it's the NFL, Sunday football. So Try to get some bets in here. I just have a few to go over. And
Yeah,
then
let's hear
also
it.
I kind of want to talk about since DK is a sponsor, I kind of want to talk about the angle there as far as longest touchdown. You get a share of $2 million or whatever it is. So,
Nice.
first angle's kind of really strange. It's Nate Atkins 4.5 receiving yards. Now this is
Yeah.
real weird, but he gets like
Love it.
one catch on a tight end slip every game, and it's like 6 yards minimum. So if you look at his like last 6 or 7 games, he's gotten one catch, like I don't know, 7 yards plus every time. So 4.5 receiving yards. I know it's kind of a little sketchy, but I like that play a lot. Khalil Shakir is probably another good one. Uh, I don't know what's going to go on with Buffalo. Buffalo is such a weird team to understand because they look dominant, right? But then we've been here before where, they get to the playoffs and then all of a sudden they don't have like the guys to really step up and win it. So we'll see how it goes.
And we were talking on the prop stuff, like any of the Bills pass catchers, if you think you got an angle or even just leaning into the longer shot stuff, I think makes a ton of sense. Dawson Knox, him getting involved, Matt Collins, to your point, Shakir, like I think it's kind of a toss up. So create some interesting opportunities there. But all right, so you like the Nate Atkins, love that. I think he definitely gets a catch. I think it's fun for first touchdown. But what else you got on the old sheet there?
Yeah, definitely. So the Packers are a weird defensive team. I don't know if you watched them against the Vikings. I think it was week 16, but Jalen Naylor popped off.
Yeah.
I I don't want to be rude because I know people think the Packers fans think everyone hates them or something. I don't know. All for all clarity, my family's from Wisconsin. My great aunt was a huge Packers fan. It gave me Packers stuff so I'm still somewhat of a Packers fan. But their defense, secondary especially, is hidden by trying to shut down main targets, and that's why people like Naylor and other things, and maybe tight ends underneath can go off. So I don't know which angle you like better, but whether it be Smith or Goddard, I really like. Brown will probably get his targets, but they kind of just give up those plays because they focus so hard on, from what I've seen, on like the first and second targets. So those are kind of options there. On the other side, Josh Jacobs. Yep, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, real quick, just let me hop in there. If you remember, Barkley had a decent receiving game that first game, 2 catches, 23 yards, including that receiving touchdown. It was only one of 2 receiving touchdowns for Saquon. So to your point, maybe it's even a Saquon, Devonta Smith, that someone else besides AJ Brown gets involved. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and I think the Packers will line up to stop the run. So I do think there is a lot of like viable options there. And then I'm trying to give like one pick for each team. So the next one I would go, I don't know, Josh, like the same thing. Packers receivers all over the place. Josh Jacobs had like 20 receiving yards the first time. I assume he'll probably get some targets. He only had 3 in the first game and he had 20 yards or so. So I think he'll get 4 or 5 or something like that. I know you guys already kind of hit on that. And then Washington, Tampa Bay, another game, so many angles. I'll probably look into this more, but Tampa Bay's secondary isn't very good. You can go with Jaleel McLaughlin if you want. Zach Ertz just has a lower number. I like that. And neither and then there's the K's. I mean, I feel like that's one of those games where, and I could be wrong because it kind of felt like the same way with Detroit Vikings last week, but that game it feels like kind of 2 teams with good rushing defenses to an extent, but their pass defenses are just all over the place, give up big plays, etc. So, I like if I had to go for two players in there, it'd probably be like Zacchaeus. He's been popping off lately, and then for the Tampa Bay side, I think you already mentioned it. Like Baker rushing is probably good. He gets going in the playoffs, and he'll scamper and lower his shoulder and pick up 6 extra yards.
Good use of Scamper.
Yes, great use of Scamper. And DJ Chark, Ryan. Oh my God. How did he not get that ball? That would have been like 4 rungs of the ladder.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And again, him wearing a single digit doesn't look right.
No, it does.
He looks like Jonnu Smith. It's very confusing. And on that Washington Commander receiver angle, they've been running a lot of random dudes out there with decent, very low prices across the board. So, or low yardage totals, probably fun touchdown plays if you are into Washington. Even Bryson Tremaine. You ever heard of that guy? We know ball. He played 19% of the snaps for the Commanders week 17.
I was just thinking about
KJ Osborne as well. Viking.
Cliff Kingsbury. Instead of calling Olamide Zacchaeus, everyone calls him OZ. And
should let CJ know. He was
CJ's pronunciation on Olamide Zacchaeus. I can't really make fun of him because I don't do a good job of it. But instead, everyone calls him OZ on the team. And I guess Cliff Kingsbury was doing the super white thing and calling him Oz the whole time. And like Wizard of Oz. And they're like, no. We don't. It's OZ. No. So maybe they get that sorted. All right. Supboy, appreciate you calling in. And does Cam Scattaboo get drafted? Where does he end up?
Yeah. I hope he goes to the Chargers because him and Jim Harbaugh would be pretty electric. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see where it goes. And then just real quick, because it's a sponsored kind of segment. DK, they're giving like you put $5 on a touchdown score and you get a $2 million if you share it if you hit it. There's defensive special teams touchdowns that go for long yardage plays, and no one's gonna be picking those. So I think if you really want to hit like a higher amount, that's a good option there.
That's a great point. So you're saying the longest of the touchdowns wins a share of the 2 million?
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Give me the Eagles defense, give me the Bucks defense, give me the Rams defense.
Yeah, you only get to pick one, unfortunately, but I don't know. Like pick one.
Which one?
Like
it. What are you taking?
Oh my gosh, man. I wanna say if it's either the Bucks or the Bucks have a good chance for special teams touchdown, and then the Bills, same thing, and both are against rookie quarterbacks. So I think a red zone pick 6 is possible there. So
that's it. I'm locking in the Bucks. Bucks will be my choice. Bucks defense, longest touchdown of the day.
I love that.
Or of the weekend.
And I do think obviously homer play, but the Eagles won because the Eagles defense does have some bend but don't break moments. So them getting a red zone interception and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson likes to run them back. So maybe we hit an easy CJ interception, take it to the house, get our share of $2 million. DraftKings Sportsbook, promo code SGP. Great job as always, Supboy. Forks up as always. Great to hear from you. Good luck with the plays.
All right, forks up. Thanks, guys.
Scattaboo to the Patriots also makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, now that Vrabel is officially the head coach.
We should bring on Cousin Mush to get a little quick Patriots take.
Perfect.
Unrelated to the big weekend.
Well, I'm sure he's got some action. Cousin Mush hitting you up, bringing you on. Are you there, Cousin Mush?
I am here. I'm not sure if you can see me.
We cannot see you, but that's all right. We can hear you.
Well, it ruins the bit. I do have a brown paper bag on my head.
Well, even better than a brown paper bag is no video at all. So it's kind of the meta attempt at the garbage.
Yeah, I mean, at least I put in the effort. I mean, it's more than I can say normally. How was what?
How we feeling?
I'm feeling all right. The snow is melting here. Not to trump the weather stuff. I mean, the live updates from you and texting Sean. Sean was at a beach bar. That was that was good.
Life.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, I was like, well, we got to get out of the house. Where are we going to go? Why not go to a nice Laguna Beach to post up for the day instead of just, I don't know, heading Inland Empire or like you couldn't obviously go to the beach of like Malibu and Santa Monica and Palisades. That's where everything was on fire. You had to go more south.
Also
Laguna's-
dirty secret. That's also not the beach that you would go to.
Yeah. But Laguna is like one of the nicer beaches if you're going south. So post it up there for the day. But Mush,
when flames are breathing down your neck, you just go away.
Yeah.
It's a smart strategy.
What do you got cooking up? Well, yeah. First off, let's get your reaction. I assume you're excited about Mike Vrabel, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that will make it better is if they can like lock down McDaniels and bring him back, and then immediate return to dynastydom. You know,
it doesn't sound like he's excited.
Believe me, I'm very. If they got anybody else of this trash heap that they interviewed this weekend, I would not have been a happy man. But yeah, I'm happy. I mean, are they going to win the Super Bowl next year? No, not likely. But the torture of a year and a half that we've had here in New England, it's a very long time. And I'm glad it's over.
And you think, are you with Ryan thinking Joe Milton's a guy over Drake May?
Yeah, that's trash. I will say that I've heard there's been a lot of, I don't even know the actual specialty, but I've heard Mike Vrabel's inquired about some dick doctors to make sure that he doesn't have to lose that.
Yes, threatening to cut it off. He did never have to cut it off, right?
You want to one up it. You take it to the situation where you just opening press conference, you lead in with the cutting off the dick stuff. Like, don't make it a private locker room.
Yeah, come on, start your new tenure off right. Start with, hey, if we don't win a Super Bowl, I'll cut my dick off and take it from.
Imagine a whole bunch of heads like riding. It's like Mel Gibson Braveheart, where they're all going to cut their dicks off.
It would be amazing if he showed up with like a giant scalpel on the podium tomorrow when they announce him.
Scott wanting to know, what is that thing hanging behind Kramer? That is actually a scoreboard for our full-length shuffleboard. We're calling you from the game room here in the Airbnb, and it actually has, this is like, normally even a bar shuffleboard table isn't like this long. It is.
I'd say it's probably somewhere in the 18 to 20 feet long. It's the kind, like when you walk into an old school classic East Coast bar and it's just along the whole side of the bar, 'cause it's a relatively small space. Like, it reminds me of that. Now, what I will say is you rarely see the scoreboard in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time you saw a
move.
shuffleboard with this kind of classic circular scoreboard?
The only other time I've ever seen one of those, it was at this bar in Tempe, Arizona, like that big with that scoreboard in the middle.
Shout out to Ben de Swart. Cheers from Belgium.
Oh, hell
brothers
yeah.
and gens.
Hashtag Legends only.
Hell yeah. Can we get some end device handicapping going on?
So Cousin Mush, you got any what are you mushing today? What are your plays?
I mean, I went much less on the wagers today than I did yesterday and Thursday and Friday, that matter, were both very good for me. Kind of kept it chalky anytime for Cook and Josh Allen. Hold on, I got the other.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty chalky, Mush.
It is, but you put all those things in and add Cortland Sutton in with that. I got it up to like plus 670, so it's not ridiculous.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of teases with closing out with the Bills and the Rams. And then in lieu of Easy's hype of McMillan and Mims, we tagged on yards and touchdowns there. And I'm going back to the CJ kicking well. I chose Tyler Bass today.
Okay.
Over 1.5 field goals.
I like that.
Price on that. And that's about it.
Are you before we let you go, Cousin Mush, just want to know on the record, are you a believer or not?
I don't know why the line went from 10 to 8 in like a day and a half. That seems aggressive to me. I can see it going down. I guess there's always the fear of Josh Allen like doing dumb things, so that's why I put him in tease to get him under a field goal. So take that information what you will.
Hopefully he doesn't turn into Justin Herbert.
I mean, Ryan, there's no way the Broncos could win and blow up everyone's teasers. That would never happen.
I'm actually quite worried for you today.
Why?
This I will say this year more than anything, like all of the norms that happen when we get to the playoffs, like or as even the season, like this was the favorites were like 192 and 70 or something like that against the spread. Nothing will surprise me this weekend. Two rookie quarterbacks. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was saying that I think a lot of the money line parlays are going to be hinging on your Eagles.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm worried
after
for you.
the Bills.
But I that's why I don't win is what I'm saying. I'm concerned for your well-being.
All right.
The Airbnb, hopefully we don't have a big deposit.
Cousin Mush, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe out there.
He didn't seem happy about Vrabel.
No, he didn't. Let's hear from the one and only Daiquan the Great. Look at that.
What a
legend. Just so what are you drinking there, Daiquan?
I'm drinking on Hennessy straight out the bottle. I don't got a cup because I don't got a girlfriend, so no one to wash the dishes.
There you go.
I got to be honest. I feel like a lot of our chat thinks that this is what easy looks like. So this is
okay. Well,
we got a lot of comments about how people thought easy.
I'm gonna be honest. I definitely thought easy was a nigga too. I was dead off. I was wrong. But shout out to him and the Lions, man. They look fucking great. Lost a lot of money on them bitches last week.
Yeah. Oh God. So Daiquan, walk us through. You're sitting out there. It looks like you're on a porch somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on my porch. So I've had a lot of deer that have been running around my front yard lately.
Oh,
my neighbor told me he saw a buck yesterday. So I'm outside ready to catch his ass.
Oh, he got the crossbow?
No, that's a 50 cal.
You are very country, Daiquan. I like it.
I'm probably the most country Daiquan you'd ever meet.
You got the crossbow, so you're just chilling out here, keeping an eye out on that deer?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see him pop back up. But in the meantime, I want to go ahead and shout out to the fucking quarterback, Josh Allen. That motherfucker's getting 2 today. Plus 400, too fucking easy. Had to sprinkle $50 on it.
Yeah.
It does seem like we're going to get full Josh Allen mode. I mean, look at the way that Lamar was running. Like all of these guys, I feel like we talked about the Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels rushing
and
attempts.
The playoff quarterbacks run.
Yeah, all these dudes are just going to get it. I mean, that's what Lamar did last. I mean, granted, they were playing a trash Steelers team, but yeah, love that. I'm on the 1 and the 2 touchdowns. Someone suggested I should go 3 touchdowns. It feels like
I thought about it.
Josh Allen lowering his shoulder, inviting contact, does feel like be a big part of the game. So you got Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns. What else are you putting a couple bucks on, Daiquan?
I also threw a little bit on Keon Coleman to score today. I mean, I think he's the best receiver they got. He hasn't played like it all year, but just athletically, I think he's their best.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, he's being a rookie, but yeah, I think it's a roll of the dice. So why not go with some of the longer shots there?
And for some reason, I hear a lot of motherfuckers on these Tampa Bay Bucks today. Baker Mayfield ain't won a playoff game about 5 fucking years, huh?
Oh, this is
6 years, 7 years. It's been a long ass motherfucking time.
He did win last year, unfortunately, as I know. He beat my Eagles.
Oh yeah.
But hey, so, I don't mean to interrupt. You're on the Commanders here, Daiquan?
I am. I'm taking Jalen fucking Daniels. I'm taking him over 55 rushing yards and to win the game.
Yeah, the rushing prop for him. Another one where I think we discussed it at 7.5 or 8.5 attempts, where it's like, how does this not go over? The first game, he had 16 rushing attempts in the first time they played the ball.
Yeah, any Jaden Daniels stuff, rushing. I think you play attempts as well there. All right.
I do got a 1-3 team parlay I'd like to give out, though.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's a little bit chalky to start off. Taking the Bills minus 14.
Okay. That's alt line, though. Yeah, you could.
Bills minus 14. Then we're going to just take the Eagles on the money line.
Okay.
And for the late game, fuck the Los Angeles Kings. The Oilers in the 60-minute line.
Oh, what a move.
Hockey's where you win your fucking money.
Continues to be a fucking legend with this.
This is great.
Unreal.
Daiquan, if this hits, remind me, because we'll definitely put a clip out of this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Kramer, quick question for you, buddy. So if you guys take the normal Giants route and don't draft a black quarterback, would you rather have Kirk Cousins or would you maybe take an eye on Russell Wilson?
I got to be honest. Kirk Cousins might be too black for John Mara. I think Russ is probably black. He's probably a little less black than Kirk Cousins at this point. You see that? You see that getup he was walking in? He looked like Bizarro Neo from the. If someone did AI art with Jason Whitlock's peanut butter skin and mixed it with Neo from the Matrix, that's what Russ looked like.
Kirk's gonna show up with a grill. It feels like. I mean, the way he's like singing the, go to your trap, take over their trap. Kirk is really funny.
Yeah, no, I want Russ over Kirk though.
Who do you guys think throws the most interceptions today?
It's hard to not take Love there, but
Jordan Love, baby.
Bo Nix, dark horse.
No, he's
Sorry,
probably one
Sean.
of the favorites, right?
Sorry, Sean. I'm just saying, for us, dark horse. Bo
Oh,
Nix.
because
Just slide it in. I don't want to make sure I'm not super strong on it.
Do you have one you like, Daiquan?
Yeah, my favorite's Baker Mayfield. That dude's aggressive.
Oh.
He likes to try to fit things into small pockets. He's like Kobe Bryant trying to fuck a 17-year-old white girl. Doesn't always work out.
The good thing he's not playing in Colorado today, Sean.
Yes. Luckily he's in Florida, where maybe things are a little looser when it comes.
If that happened today, he basically changed his number and then got dropped by Sprite and then moved forward with his life.
People have moved on. All right, Daiquan.
Let's go.
Awesome appearance as always.
I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out here. Stay strong. Make sure you don't fucking lean on a single bed ever.
Yes, love it. Let it ride.
I got a name of a show for Daiquan. Hunting the Buck with Daiquan the Great.
Yeah, we do need some outdoor hunting.
Buck Hunter. It's like Deer Hunter, but we could just go with Deer Hunter memes.
Yes.
Daiquan as played by Sylvester Stallone.
Shout out to
De Niro,
Bean,
sorry.
reminding me that we got to end the show soon so I can get in the 2 touchdown bet that's on my app. But we would be remiss not to hear from this gentleman. We are enemies today, so I wish you nothing but the worst. You got your cheese sorted out. How are you feeling, Dick Puncher, about your Green Bay Packers today going up against my Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, I'm feeling great, Sean. I'm feeling great. Not only do I have my little cheese dagger here in my cheese fist, I also have my hammer of war today. All right, we got a hammer of war.
No.
We're gonna hammer him. Josh Jacobs, he's gonna hammer you. He's gonna beat you down. You have no idea. You have no idea what's coming for you, Sean. You have no idea today. But first, something we can agree on. Mike Evans, TD, right?
Oh,
minus 105. I mean, it's even money. All right, let's start off nice and happy. The whole chat, can get behind Mike Evans, anytime touchdown. It's been working all year. It worked last year. I mean, last year was insane because it was plus 165 for a lot of the year. It was insane. But yeah. And that's basically the only bone that I have for you guys today outside of the Green Bay Packers. All right?
Well, real quick.
All right,
hold on.
Go ahead.
We don't want to gloss over this, but it sounds like you brought 2 bones. One of them is a cheese dagger. I'm not aware of this. This feels very. It's not phallic looking, but it kind of sounds phallic when you say, "I have my cheese dagger here." I don't know. Go up to a party. Hey, you trying to hit this cheese dagger?
You gotta slice and dice those defenses sometimes,
So embarrassing.
AJ Brown might have a hard time with the cheese dagger.
I opened a bedside table. I found my wife's cheese dagger. It was very embarrassing. Apparently, when I'm out of town, the cheese dagger.
Oh, all right. Anyway, sorry. Continue. Tell me how the Eagles are going to lose today, Dick Puncher.
Well, I mean, for one thing, you got Hurts coming back from a brain injury. All right, I don't know how much extra brain power he really had to spare. I mean, I don't know where Hurts is on the K metric, but like this guy, I don't know. If this guy's coming in a little below where he already was, we'll see. All I've got to say, Xavier McKinney, he's going to be out there. Hurts better not forget about him. I know you guys have some great guys in the backfield. Cooper DeJean. I came in here on draft day. I was hoping the Packers would draft Cooper DeJean. I do love Cooper DeJean, but
legend.
Yeah, he's great. But all right, we've seen in the college football playoffs this year, right? Notre Dame has a ridiculous loss to NIU, right? It then goes to spur, they should never have lost that game. That was an embarrassment, right? Goes on to spur them all the way to the championship game, right? We see Ohio State has a terrible, embarrassing, I mean, I can't overstate this. It was a ridiculous loss to a Michigan team who we had nothing going for us. We had nothing except for the fact that we own Ohio State. We own Ryan Day. And they lose that game, and, you know, they should be thanking us, right? Because it spurs them to the championship game, right? What happened to the Packers last week? That was embarrassing. All right, we had no reason to. I can get into all the different reasons we shouldn't have lost that game, despite Love going down in the first quarter and us only using Jacobs on the first drive. But like tons of reasons. But that loss, I mean, it's an indictment on everyone. LaFleur, like for the first time, really, I was not happy with LaFleur after that game, and a lot of the players made a lot of egregious mistakes. They're all going to be like, we cannot fucking let this happen. This can't happen again. They all had their nose in the books this week. They know what they've got to do, and they know they're going to get punched in the fucking dick if they don't deliver. It's going to happen. The worst thing that could have ever happened to the Eagles last week was Packers losing to Bears. That was
I'll tell you what's going to happen come Sunday afternoon. A.J. Brown, you know why they were asking about cheese? And he said all cheese is fake, including the cheese they grow in Lambeau, because nobody on that team can guard A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdowns. Green Bay Packers, 0 touchdowns. Sorry, Dick Puncher. Our defense, too good. Cooper DeJean, you wish you could have him in green and gold. He's green and white. Let's go. Eagles smash.
You didn't bring the knife fight.
No, I didn't. Official score prediction. I know I just gave out 4 touchdowns. There will be 1 missed 2-point conversion.
Whoa.
Because the Eagles win exactly 26-14. Cover the Blazer as well. Dick Puncher, do you have any props you like for this game or any of the other games? I know you, Mike.
I like this prop. I like this prop. Now, give me I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. Give me Tucker Kraft, 40+ receiving yards at plus 105. That's hit every time I've given it out so far on this podcast, by the way.
Well, Dick Puncher, thank you for calling in. People were worried you were ducking us. That was not the case. Came in, full regalia, ready to go. Thanks for calling in. And, of course, worst of luck. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go. That wasn't. Hold on. I didn't give my dick punch. That wasn't a dick punch.
Okay.
Let's end the show.
I'm not here to dick punch.
Let's go.
All right, D-Gens. This is it. Wild card weekend. And yeah, they may have dropped the super from the title, but let me tell you this, all right? Mike fucking Evans, all right? So some might be calling him Big Mike, all right? Shake and bake, baby, all right? Then he's not going to drop the touchdown passes the way that we dropped the super from the weekend, all right? And now to address some fake news, okay? I know, one of our own has led you astray, all right? He said, let me quote a Sean Green quote here. The Green Bay money line is dead. All right. Packers money line is a dead play. All right. Dead, Sean? Dead? The only thing that's going to end up dead today is the hopes and dreams of Eagles fans. All right. Go Mike Evans. Right. Go Pack Go. Die Eagles die. And let's nobody forget. All right. My number 1 mission, right? Number 1 in your goal sheets for the new year. To punch these bastard bookies in their fucking dicks. Let it ride, boys. Go back out.
Love the energy.
All right.
Thanks,
great to hear from you, Dick Puncher.
Real quick,
yes.
Pat's and Geno's could have had a nice promotion this week, taking the cheese off of their cheese sticks.
Yeah. Normally the move is well, it's usually there's usually like something, the cream cheese stuff, but that's more when we play.
Oh, is that
trying to think what they've
Philly
done.
Takes credit for cream cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Philadelphia cream cheese. Shout out to Colts Yanks saying that dude inspires me to double down on the Eagles. Tej, don't accidentally fall in your cheese dagger.
I love that it's called a cheese dagger. It's one of the more phallic fan items I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you call it. But
like Antonio Brown would be like, "Look, I found Shannon Sharp's sword here. It's just a cheese dagger."
It's just a cheese dagger. All right. Great. Awesome job by you guys, the audience. Great calls. Easy. Daiquan, Dick Puncher, Cousin Mush, Supboy. Great calls. The chat, I felt like, was one of their best performances. Right?
And Sean, I think, people that call in all the time, they get this preference. I didn't send this link out to everyone. I did not send this link to everyone. So,
yes,
be a goat and get goat treatment.
Goated. Stay goated, as the kids say. We will be back recapping all of today's action, give you our favorite Monday night props. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. And, of course, thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
See everyone tonight.
Kramer, let it ride. Go Birds!